Two dear friends, Sam and Rhoda Rubin, founded along with their children Baiting Hollow Farm Vineyard on Long Island, New York. A family-run farm with an organic vineyard and a horse rescue ranch became their vehicle for making a difference. The horse rescue effort, run by Sam and Rhoda's daughter Sharon Levine, is an inspirational part of their story. In a recent visit, I sat down with Sharon, surrounded by these beautiful horses, to talk to her about her amazing mission. Hi, Sharon.
Hi.
I'm so grateful for you taking time today to show us your horses and the beautiful, beautiful farm here. It's gorgeous.
Oh, thank you. Actually, we really, we're the ones that are appreciative, because we really, really appreciate the ability to get the word out about, some of the fates that horses suffer.
It happened by accident, didn't it, that you started this whole horse rescue business?
It actually did. I started researching it, trying to educate myself, and I just happened to go through another horse rescue, and we get to a website, and there she is, the catalyst. A picture of a 1.5-year-old thoroughbred filly in the kill pen. And she just had a few hours till the truck was leaving with her for the slaughterhouse. And just something about seeing this baby's face, I don't know, it just got me. But that particular filly is named Angel because she, for sure, is the reason that all these horses are alive. Because of her, we just jumped in. Horses carried us into battle. They helped us settle this nation. They helped us farm our lands. I think we owe them a bit more than that. They're meeting very, very violent ends. And it doesn't mean they weren't a good racehorse. It doesn't mean they weren't fast or well-bred. I mean, we have a great-great-grandson of Secretariat here. We have descendants of Man-O-War, War Admiral. We have incredible horses here.
I'd love you to talk a little bit about what happens to the thoroughbreds after they stop racing and they're young.
The thoroughbreds, for sure, are in a particularly vulnerable situation. Because they tend not to be owned necessarily by people who really love them and care about them. They're more of big business. So they are more vulnerable, but it happens to all different types of horses. But I can tell you that for the most part, it's young, healthy horses that are going to slaughter. Now, it's 100,000 American horses a year. And then if you sit and do the math, it comes out to 1 every 5 minutes. The babies are particularly vulnerable because people don't want to have to train a horse. So if somebody steps in at the last second to pull one out of the kill pen and maybe rescue a horse, rarely is it a baby because they have to train it. It's almost never a stallion because they're very difficult to manage. So we've gotten in the habit of rescuing babies and stallions. And so we have a whole training program. It's not really a rescue where they just hang out. So anyway, we came out with the 3 horse rescue wines. Angel, which is a Chardonnay named for our very first rescue, and of course she's appropriately named Angel because she saved all these horses. And the second one is Mirage, named after our first Arabian. And the third one is Savannah Rosé. And Savannah Rosé is named after one of the 2 thoroughbred fillies. And the horse rescue wines, all of the profits from those wines go right into the horse rescue. But they're not just designed to help our rescue. We try to help other rescues with it.
And you have a bigger hope now, and that's to change the way this is all working with rescue horses. And tell us about that.
Well, we're lucky because we're very high profile. We have the vineyard, we attract a lot of people, and we've attracted really a lot of media attention as well. And what I tell people is these are working horses. They have a specific job. Their job is to help end horse slaughter. People will come in and they take our tour. We can take up to 1,000 people on a weekend. And our goal is for all those people to go back and to contact their legislators. There is a bill before Congress, there's a bill before the Senate, and demand that they look at these bills because their voices can be heard. It's allowed me to be surrounded by some really fine people. And you don't always find find fine people in the packages that you expect to find them in. And I've just seen so much of my young staff that they're just so giving and so loving. I mean, they could be totally on their day off, and if there's something going on, a new rescue coming in, or a horse is sick or whatever, I just turn around and they're there. And you can't buy that. You really can't. So I mean, I think it's shown me a lot of the goodness in people's souls. Certainly the horses themselves have just such beautiful souls, and they've, you know, they've filled my heart. So they're so loving, and I really, really love them a lot. I think that kindness and compassion and thinking outside of yourself and what you can do to make yourself happy, I think can often create happiness in the end. But I even remember when I was very young, if I would have a bad day, I'd always say to myself, well, my grandmother's sitting alone. You know, why don't I go cheer her up? And it always made me feel better in the end. You know, I'd go spend some time with her. And, you know, I think if people would just stop thinking about themselves and how to please themselves so much, that they would, I think people would be a lot happier.